So it's now a week later here in Inverbervie. If you never saw my last video, please check it out. I was here last week basically scouting out the location. The weather wasn't great, so I sat down and spoke about the joys and the pleasures of just getting away from it all and relaxing. It was a very, very chilled video, so please check it out and it will hopefully transport you to a nice, magical and relaxing place. Anyway, back to tonight. Like I say, it's a week later. As you can see, the weather is a lot nicer. However, in many ways it is too nice. We have got pretty much complete blue skies going on right now, which in some ways is quite frustrating because an hour ago there was quite a lot of cloud around. The opportunity for sunset images was looking very, very promising, but as you can see, that has now changed. We all wish for the sunshine, and when it comes along, from a photographer's point of view, it's never the best for images. But I'm hoping for some really nice golden light this evening. I'm going to go for a nice walk, show you some of the places I mentioned in the last video, and just enjoy this and hopefully get some images too. So I'd mentioned in the last video that I had climbed up this hill and got a really nice bird's eye view of the river slash stream running into the sea. Well, this is it. The view up here is so beautiful. I've got this old bridge over there with the beautiful sun setting behind it, with this nice still river behind me. We've got ducks and ducklings swimming about. The wind has now died down. It's been very windy today actually. We've had gale force winds, but it's now starting to die down as the day is coming to a close, and it's allowing for that really calm water, which will hopefully give some stunning reflections when the sun sets that little bit further. But being up here, I also said in the last video that coming here for some reason, I've never been here before until last month, that I felt a connection with this place. And this spot up here on this hill, which I only came up because I wanted to read a book in peace with a beautiful view in front of me, away from all other people, just finding this spot, to me it is such a beautiful spot to be in, with such a beautiful view. And despite only discovering this a few weeks ago, this spot here means so much to me. And can you blame me? Just look at the view. It's so peaceful, and to be honest, when I find places as beautiful as this, words really do fail me. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, this is where I was a few weeks ago when I took some photos of the sun setting and the reflections against the water. Unfortunately, the wind is starting to pick up again now, as you can probably hear by the bad audio. So the chances of getting some more reflection shots tonight is probably not going to happen. But it's still beautiful and the light is still stunning. And there's something so peaceful and lovely about being at the water's edge, especially the water that comes out of a stream or river and into the sea. It's like two ecosystems binding together and meeting each other. This is such a beautiful place. And there's so many images I could get here if the light happens. The trouble tonight, I think, is going to be, because the light is so hit or miss, it's going to be trying to find the best place to shoot without running around like mad trying to find the best place to go. I think I need to just find somewhere, stick to it and shoot from there. I adapt to whatever the conditions throw at me. So just check out this shingle formations here. Where the river meets the sea, it's created this fantastic kind of peninsula or pinnacle of beautiful, beautiful shingle with some astonishing patterns. I've said it millions of times before, but it is fascinating what nature creates. At this peninsula shingly thing here, the more fascinated I become with it, and the more drawn I get into its natural beauty. I'm not convinced that it's going to make a good landscape image, but I think it's so unique, and I have never been here before at high tide, so I've never seen it in such a small peninsula, and I just think there's something so unique about it. I've never really seen anything like this before. I've seen loads and loads of shingly beaches, but I've never really seen a peninsula like this, coming out where the river meets the sea. Not in this shape anyway, and I kind of want to get an image of it to remember this beautiful sight and remind me of how special this place has become to me over the past month. So I'm going to get my camera out and I'm going to set up. Like I say, I'm not convinced it's going to make a good photo, but I kind of hope as the sun sets a bit further and we get that gorgeous golden glow pre-sunset, that it might just make this shingly peninsula pop.
My love, reform and rise to be so free. In time we cease in fear.
The wind has really got up again, so sorry if the audio is rubbish. I'm just going to talk you through what I'm doing right now. A lot of you are interested when I go out with my camera about my thought processes behind what I'm doing. So I had my camera set up over there. I wasn't quite happy with the composition, so I'm walking around the top of this hill right now and I'm trying to find a good angle to shoot this. I'm wanting to show its scale, I'm wanting to show its different curves, its different inlets, and what I've found is this kind of composition here. So we've got the beautiful shingly things here, but we've also got this line here. It's quite difficult to show, there's this line there, which acts as a kind of leading line, leading your eye through the image, showing scale, giving it depth and some more interest, because before I was kind of shooting here with this in the background, which although it's beautiful, it wasn't a great composition. So I'm going to take my camera over here now, set it up, and then we're going to wait for that golden light and just hope and pray that we're going to get an image which looks as good as I've got in my head.
Hello my borders, hello again. You're out of order, I'm out of pain. We're closing circles, we got.
So I'm trying to hide down in the reeds to try and shelter my camera from the wind so that you can hear what I'm saying. I've got my camera set up. I'm still not 100% happy with the composition, but I think it gives it scale, it gives it depth, and if we get the right light that I'm looking for, it should lead to an interesting image at least. Nothing award-winning, but interesting, and a location which I can remember for the rest of my life. Quickly, for those interested in the technical side of things, I am really happy because I've got my KNF Concept tripod with me tonight, which they very kindly sent me at the start of the year. I did make a video about it. If you're interested, please check it out. But I've not used this tripod yet in the wind, and one of the great features this tripod has that my old tripod never had is that it's got the clip so that I can attach my camera bag to it to stop it from shaking in the wind. And for those of you who get annoyed with me for leaving my camera strap flapping in the wind, I've got that safely secured around the top of it as well. So this tripod is so much more sturdier to what I'm used to, and I've been able to weight it down so that hopefully this wind isn't going to cause me any camera shake. I'm going to sit here for another 15-20 minutes while the sun begins to set, wait for that light, and just hope and pray that we're in for something beautiful. There's not going to be any clouds in the sky, so we're not going to get any stunning colours, but if we can just get that really nice light before the sun goes behind the horizon, we might still get an interesting image. Fingers crossed.
And I'll be coming home, and you'll be going strong.
This is really not looking promising. It's half an hour until the sun officially sets. We should be getting that gorgeous golden glow by now, but it's pretty much a slithering of yellow haze, I suppose. That's the only way I can describe it. It's not bold, it's not contrasting. I am going to sit it out until 10 o'clock when the sun does set, but I'm starting to doubt this. To be honest, I never had a good feeling about tonight the moment I went out. I knew it was beautiful, I knew it was a great night to go out for a walk, a great night to test things out, but I just had that feeling that it wasn't going to be a good night for landscape photography. But while I'm here, this is the second last time I will be staying here, I just wanted to make the most of it, basically. To enjoy the places that I've kind of called home for the past 2 or 3 weeks, and try and get an image that I can take away with me to remember this gorgeous place and all the happy memories I've had here while I've been on the northeast of Scotland counting seabirds for conservation reasons over the past month. I'm not going to give up hope just yet. Half an hour to go. I just hope something happens. It can be very frustrating when stuff like this happens. Very disheartening. But if it wasn't for landscape photography and it wasn't for YouTube, I would be sitting in a pub right now playing pool. I left all my colleagues behind so that I could come out and make this video for you guys. So even though we may not get an image, I have taken some tester shots trying to show the scale of this place and the beauty of the shingle and what has been formed. But I'm here tonight for my own well-being and for your well-beings too, to try and give you a positive message, to show you the beauty of nature, and I was hoping to get some cracking images for you too. Like I say, that might still happen, but if not, I am here, I am embracing the natural world, and as always, I am trying my hardest to encourage you all to get out and do exactly the same thing. Because really, while I'm sitting here in amongst all these reeds sheltering from the wind, I say this all the time, but there really is nowhere else I'd rather be. Being outdoors in the most beautiful hours of the day, embracing this stunning country that I live in. It's what makes me feel content, what makes me feel at ease, and what I enjoy most about being alive and just about life. It's moments like these when you're out in nature on your own, trying to capture that image, trying to be creative, trying to be positive and trying to install some positivity and some happiness into others' lives. This is what I live for. And is there anything more beautiful than this? While I'm saying that, I am seeing that we're getting some orange casts here. We're not getting any light casting on there. I hoped that while the sun set that the light would cast on there, but it looks like there must be something obscuring its view. So I'm going to pack up my gear, I'm afraid. I will show you my test shot in a second. I'm going to head down there, and maybe by the time we get down there, the light may be casting on somewhere else. And I might still get an image. Not of what I was hoping to get an image of, but what a beautiful place this is, and I hope you agree with how stunning this natural phenomenon and creation here is in front of me. Because it really is beautiful. Sun setting for another day, we're out embracing it, and what a night it is to embrace. Well, the sun has set and the moon has risen. The light never happened. It was far too dull, far too weak. There was nothing of interest in the light tonight to light up this beautiful surroundings. But do I look disappointed? I hope not, because I'm not. And you know why I'm not disappointed? It's because getting out with your camera, it's not about the photographs. I used to think it was, and I used to get so hung up and so disheartened when I went out with my camera and never got any images. But as I've grown older and as I've become more aware of self and what I need as a human being, I've come to realise that photography is just an excuse to get outdoors and to enjoy the landscape. If it wasn't for photography and if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have done that walk tonight, and I wouldn't have taken all you guys with me on it either. So I feel very content and very happy right now, because although I never got the images that I wanted to get, I got out, I embraced nature, and I feel so much better for it. It's not often just now that I get the time to go out in an evening and enjoy things like this. I've been so busy this month doing things I love doing and working hard, but sometimes you forget how much it means just to have an evening off, to be by yourself in nature and to enjoy it. So next time you're out with your camera, if you don't get any images, just remember this video. Landscape photography is not about the photos. It's about finding that excuse to get outdoors, something that motivates you to enjoy the natural world. And if you can come home having seen something beautiful, whether it's the rippling water, whether it's a wildlife species, whether it's a sunset, whether it's the moon rising behind me right now, you will see something beautiful every time you go out with your camera, even if you don't get the images you want. And that's what you need to hold on to. Because tomorrow's a new day, and with every new day comes new opportunities, new chances to get images. But like I say, it's not what it's about. It's about you. It's about your mind. It's about your soul. And it's about getting taken away to somewhere beautiful. And just getting out into the natural world on your own or with like-minded people and embracing everything that nature has to throw at you.